deviens parano. Je te fais monter, c'est moi. Attends, pardon, pourquoi tu voudrais tout gâcher? Laisse-moi faire, je suis pas là pour m'amuser. Toutes ces filles te courent après, toutes ces filles me pointent du doigt. Monsieur, comment allez-vous? J'ai besoin d'un rendez-vous. Monsieur, comment allez-vous? J'ai besoin d'un rendez-vous. On se déchire. On se rencontrait, j'avais pas le rêve, j'avais tout le rêve. Je pouvais ton amour. Ah oui, I love, baby, I love. J'ai fini one day, c'est la merde, mais dis-moi comment on va faire. Je pourrais aider tout ça, mais comment on va faire? Je sens mettre un peu, c'est pas capé. Faudrait partir en sucette. C'est la merde, mais dis-moi comment on va faire. Je pourrais aider tout ça, mais comment on va faire? Comment tu danses bien? Ma musique va trop bien. Bois de la musique qui fait bam bam bam. Bois de la musique. On est du sort, j'ai calmé le coup. Il en a vu des beaux, mais j'ai calmé le coup. T'as des manières à faire baguer. Aïe, comment t'as fait pour le choper? Au bord de la mer, j'oublie mes copines. Hey, c'est toi et moi dans le bendo. Est-ce que ça te plaît? L'amour est sexy, c'est ma vanne solo. Le mec est blindé. Est-ce que ça te plaît? J'aime comment tu danses bien. Madame, si tu vas trop bien. Oh, la musique, bon, bon, bon. Oh, la musique, c'est bon, c'est bon. J'ai dit comportement, bah ouais. J'ai dit mon comportement, bah ouais. J'ai dit comportement, bah ouais. Les mecs ont porté le temps, ça ouais. J'ai dit comportement, bah ouais. Les poches sont remplies de feuilles, ah ouais. J'ai dit comportement, bah ouais. Ça va gérer, on vient de haut en bas. Oh, Jaja, y'a pas moyen, Jaja. J'suis pas ta cata, Jaja, genre en katana, baby, tu descends. Oh, Jaja, y'a pas moyen, Jaja. J'suis pas ta cata, Jaja, genre.
Je t'emmène avec moi, la nuit j'ai des guettins. Construire une villa à Kinshasa. Multiplier les meubles, ça les récupère.
Mauvais garçon, toujours absent quand c'est l'heure du fraîche. On était jeunes, on se disait refrain jusqu'à la mort. Aujourd'hui c'est ton classe.
Elle ne peut pas lui en affronter. Si tu lui donnes la misère, tu le montes. Elle a tout assumé. Si tu lui donnes la richesse, d'amour, elle a tout assumé. Elle va toujours faire d'abord. Elle va tout assumer. Et cette fois-ci je me vois. Tout le monde saute avec moi, je me vois. Tout le monde chante avec moi, vous êtes prêts ou pas? Les artistes, vous êtes prêts ou pas? Vous êtes prêts ou pas? Même plus la passion, a fallu un temps de réaction. J'ai compris que tu ne reviens plus à la maison. J'ai mis du temps pour comprendre tout est mort. Maintenant je sais si je sais que tout est mort. Mais si c'est juste pour la leçon, en bas si j'ai compris la leçon. Je veux pas que tu penses que je suis quelqu'un de pauvre. Laisse-moi t'expliquer avant que je m'en vais. Une journée sans de son cœur. Laisse-moi lui montrer qu'il attend de penser qu'un autre t'aimera bien plus que moi. Il veut que tu te maries, que tu fondes une famille avec n'importe quel autre homme que moi. Il me voit comme celui qui vient lui voler sa vie pour te retenir, il abuse de ses droits. Je veux bien être chanteur de ta maman,
que c'est ma vie là et tu m'empêches d'avancer.
que tu portes mon nom de famille, mais ça va du temps. Même pas de le travail. Je peux tout ce que tu m'as dit. Il est jamais bon. Et si décide de trouver une vie, d'être amour, de se renforcer. Et je veux entendre tout le monde. Plus original comme tu. Plus fort, plus original comme tu. Plus fort, plus original comme tu. Plus fort, plus original Jumbo, who's the legend come Jumbo, 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 oh Jumbo, Jumbo,
Good Lord, baby, got him mopping all over town. Strictly bitch, she don't play around. Carving much ground, God gave him by the pound. Getting paid is a forte, each and every day through playway. I can get her out of my mind while I think about the
out the stands and get in the game. They stay fans their whole life. So I tell everybody, get off the stands and get in the game. Get in the game of life and leave your mark here.
You can't start the next chapter of your life if you keep rereading the last one. Breaking up with someone can be hard, but to get to the good times, sometimes we have to go through the bad ones. To lose someone doesn't have to be a loss, it can actually be a gain.
You are struggling and you start thinking about giving up. I want you to remember the power glimmer of hope. The belief that something better is always possible if you're willing to work for it and fight for it. Our hope that if we work hard enough and believe in ourselves, then we can be whatever we dream, regardless of the limitations that others may place on us. The hope that when people see us for who we truly are, maybe, just maybe, they too will be inspired to rise to their best possible selves.
Do you have any regrets?
No, don't have time to regret. We move on because we are acceptable for what we are, not what we think we should be. I'm accepted in myself by what I am, but not as I think I should be, because that's a lie. I'm a sinner, I'm an old sinner. I've done some bad things, I've done some good things. So, you just forgive yourself and move on.
It's okay to be disappointed that someone didn't turn out to be the person that you needed. But what you mustn't do is grieve as though they were the one. It's okay to be disappointed that someone didn't turn out to be the person that you needed. But what you mustn't do is grieve as though they were the one.
But guess what? Failure always brings you a gift. And that gift is called experience. Now you know how to do it better. Now you know how to do it differently. Now you know how to do it successfully. At the margin, it is always worth taking the risk.
Miss a person every day and still be glad that they're no longer in your life.
You lose certain homies because it's called closing the gap. This is the gap when we start. This is the gap as you grow. Notice how you grow and they don't. So how do you close the gap? You gotta come back down. When you come back down, you lose. So you gotta keep going up. That's why closing that gap gotta be them catching up to you. And if they don't catch up, you gotta leave them
Every
behind.
single one of you who is struggling right now, you need to understand this. What you're going through right now is necessary. What do you mean it's necessary? It's necessary because what's happening right now is you are forging the fucking skills. You are forging the determination. You are forging the grit. You are forging the fortitude. You are forging all the fucking things that nobody else is gaining because they're sitting on their hands and you're willing to push through. This fire you're feeling, this pressure you're feeling, this frustration you're feeling, this is what is going to make you into the weapon that you are going to become that will then build the life that you are out to build.
Tell me something, Dre. All right, bro, let's go. Hey, yo, you can't spend more than 5 minutes on something that won't matter in 5 years. You gotta let it go. Move on, let's go.
I want to be clear. When you remove these people from your life, because you will, they're going to try to paint a picture to the world that you're wrong when they did you wrong. But I want you to understand this, Annie, and never forget it. Never feel guilty for cutting someone off when they handed you the scissors. But like I always tell you, it all starts with you.
Back! If they keep hurting you, why do you keep hurting yourself? You gotta remove the toxicity out of your life. They don't care about you. If they're gonna hurt you, they don't care. You gotta move on.
You can be liked and respected, but if I had to choose between being liked and being respected, I would choose being respected.
Woman knows virtually everything to really run that empire. I'm doing what I do. I protect, provide, and profess. Three P's that a man show love. So if you're not providing for your woman, you're not protecting her, and you're not professing your love for her, what you doing? And until we start teaching this to the younger generation, they actually think that a girl supposed to pay for something. You need to make 2 lists of what you will accept in a man and what you will not accept in a man. Okay. No man is gonna be all of what you want. He does not exist. You take the don't list and you make sure that the don'ts don't outweigh the do's. There are some deal breakers and there are not. Now, you can find a nice guy, but he has to have a plan. He don't have to have $1 million yet, but he has to have a plan to get somewhere close.
If you don't want to make waves, be mediocre, be normal, and fit in. Dress like them, walk like them, act like them, go where they go, think like they think, do what they do, and once you've neutralized your uniqueness, you don't need courage. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to be successful. It takes courage to win. People don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they're gonna talk about you. Do you have the courage?
Here's the one quality you want a man to have. Does he do what he says he's going to do? If he says he's gonna call you and he don't ever call you when he say he gonna call you, why are we talking to him? If he says he's coming at a certain time and he repeatedly doesn't show up, why are we still talking to him? What are you talking to a guy who does not do what he says he's gonna do except occasionally? Yeah. Because suppose it is the one occasion where you really need him, and it's just one of them occasions where he just ain't coming. If you have a problem and you present it to him and he never offers you a solution, try to solve the problem, what you dating him for? If he never does what he says he's gonna do, why are you dating him? Stop.
People are making you out to be a joke, and that I'm gonna be included in that? Do you think that's right? Do you?
You ain't gonna believe this, but you used to fit right here. I'd hold you up and say to your mother, this kid's gonna be the best kid in the world. This kid's gonna be somebody better than anybody ever knew. And you grew up good and wonderful. It was great just watching you every day. It was like a privilege. Then the time come for you to be your own man and take on the world, and you did. But somewhere along the line, you changed. You stopped being you. You let people stick a finger in your face and tell you you're no good. And when things got hard, you started looking for something to blame, like a big shadow. Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that. I'm always gonna love you no matter what. No matter what happens. You're my son, you're my blood. You're the best thing in my life. But until you start believing in yourself, you're gonna have a life.
You can't share your dreams and your goals with everybody. Like, everybody doesn't deserve to have that type of access to you. Everybody doesn't deserve to be able to treat something that's so fragile because they won't treat it with the same care like you will. They won't see the things that you see when you dream. And see, this is gonna fuck a lot of people up, but sometimes it's gonna be your family and your friends. Sometimes it's gonna be the people that you never thought would see it, that you never thought would doubt you, that you never thought would take your dreams and treat them like they were nothing.
I think if you know what you're supposed to do, deep down inside, I think everybody does, and a lot of people just don't go after it. You know, and like most people start out, they say, I want to be a this, but I'm going to get that to make sure I have something to fall back on. Yeah. And what you're doing is you're setting yourself up for failure because you're going, there's a possibility that I'm going to fall back. And when you put that out there, then you fall back. But if you just say, hey, this is what I want to do, and you go do it, you usually get your stuff the way you want it, man.
My dear, when people show you who they are, why don't you believe them? Why must you be shown 29 times before you can see who they really are? Why can't you get it the first time? When people show you who they are, believe them the first time.
Stop being shy. If you like me, just say that shit. I'll probably like your cute ass too. Fuck is you talking about?
Three type of people you need in your life. You need the inspired, the excited, and the grateful. So now you sit here and tell me you don't know what to do? You know what to do. But the people you're around ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. I'm begging you, man. I'm begging you from a man's heart. Let go. Let go. Let go of these people who you know aren't for you.
Why you think you keep imagining opening a business? Why you keep imagining graduating, getting a better job? Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has for you.
The work is behind the scenes. Competition is the easy part. Behind the scenes is where the work is done. Everything's done to get to that one race that you need to run.
You don't want me to be with you. You don't want me to be with someone else. How miserable do I have to be before you're happy?
Don't worry about the people that God has removed from your life. He saw things you didn't see. He heard conversations you couldn't hear. And he made moves you wouldn't make. And that's it.
One, surround yourself with people whose eyes light up when they see you coming. Two, slowly is the fastest way to get to where you want to be. And three, the top of one mountain is the bottom of the next, so keep climbing.
Every champion has felt it. Every president has felt it. Every king has felt it. Every lion has felt it. Every winner has felt it. Every soldier has felt it. Every victorious person has felt it. The urge to quit. Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. It may take you twice as long. You may have to take courses and classes. You might not read as fast. You might not move as quick. You might not have as much, but don't you quit.
I don't fucking care. And
You don't start things and not finish them. You don't quit. There's nothing that comes out of quitting besides knowing that you didn't finish. We finish everything. You start it, finish it. If you're gonna do it to try and be the best. Not be better than other people, be the best for you.
Yo, watch still, bitch, we living life.
People say, oh, relationships are tough. No, they're not. They're only tough when one person's working on it. Two people can move a couch real easy. One person can't move it at all. If you're in a relationship, let me try to help you right now, okay? Rule one, stop competing. That's right. Her success is your success, and your success is her success. Stop competing. Number 2, okay? There is no equality in a relationship. It's like, we equals. No, you're not. You're both there to serve. You are in the service industry, okay? When you're in a relationship, you're in a band. And when you're in a band, you have roles that you play in the band.
Commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy, so never give up. Fall down 7 times, get up 8. Keep working, keep striving, keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
Never met anybody who became incredibly successful in any area of their life until they had suffered and sweated and sacrificed and kept their focus and fought through tears and trials and tests. And if you have a dream and you commit to it, it will come to pass.
You don't have to be what people want you to be. You got your own brain. You hear me? You know, a wise brother told me, man, I accept failure when success is free.
Choose you first. Choose you.
Definitely.
Do not stay in a relationship and suffer in silence. Either you grow together or you grow apart. And that doesn't make you a bad person or the person you with a bad person. But you have to choose you. If you don't love yourself, you can never love anyone else because you don't love yourself. So the person that you with is just a band-aid to cover up what's going on with you internally. Until you figure those things out, that's the most painful thing is being alone. No phone, no internet, no none of that. You have to be alone. You have to go through that process.
How am I supposed to trust you when all you give me are excuses? When are you two gonna learn that your actions have consequences? Consequences that affect other people?
Stop telling your visions to other people because they're not going to see it. Why you think you keep imagining opening a business? Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has for you.
Everybody talks to me like I'm the one, I should change. Why should I change? I've never even got to find out who I am. You want me to change? That's crazy.
À l'intérieur, tout le monde est...
Tout le monde est beau?
Non, tout le monde est laid. Tu vois, les gens qui sont beaux passent tout leur temps à essayer de rester beaux. Mais la beauté, c'est un truc qui passe. Et quand ils ont enfin compris ça, ils ont déjà gâché leur vie à se coucher de bonne heure et à se tartiner de crème. C'est les gars comme toi et moi qui profitent de la vie.
J'ai toujours pas compris.
Pas grave, tu comprendras tout ça quand tu seras grand.
What is your advice to overthinkers?
A quote that has helped me immeasurably, and it's from a book called The Horse, the Boy, the Fox and the Mole. The boy and a horse are in the woods, and the boy says to the horse, "I can't see a way through." And the horse says, "Can you see your next step?" And the boy says, "Yeah." And the horse says, "Then just take that."
Wow.
And it hit me.
Yeah.
All of the time, we look at the goal, we look at the future, we look at the end game, we look at how long a journey it is, and we feel overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Instead of that, just go, right, I'm not going to worry about that because that will come. With each step, you will get closer to that. So I don't need to worry about how far away it is. All I need to focus on right now is my next step.
My dear, when people show you who they are, why don't you believe them? Why must you be shown 29 times before you can see who they really are? Why can't you get it the first time? When people show you who they are, believe them the first time.
You can't hang out with people that ain't doing nothing. How you gonna get money hanging around people that ain't got no money? You know what I'm saying? Like, how you gonna be inspired by people who aren't at least trying to go the same way, at least whether it's music or schooling? Like, I would be inspired by all my friends.
When you're complaining, you know what you're doing? You're focusing on everything that's wrong in your life. And here's the universal law. What you focus on, you move towards. Yep. And also what you focus on, you attract. You're focusing on all the shit in your life. So you know what you become? You become a giant shit magnet. You attract shit into your life. You can take fucking control of your life and be a person that's not a creature of circumstance, a creator of your own life, creator of circumstance. And that's the empowered way to live.
Yeah.
You have the guts to fail. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. To get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on. The ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes? Small minds discuss other people. Gossip. Good minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas.
What is it in your life that you think you cannot accomplish? Or what is it that people have said that you cannot do? Wouldn't it feel really good to prove them all wrong? Because I believe ambition is not a dirty word. It's just believing in yourself and your abilities. Imagine this. What would happen if we were all brave enough to believe in our own ability? To be a little bit more ambitious? I think the world would change.
If you're chasing money, it runs. All right? If you're making money, it's different. All right? So for people that are entrepreneurs, there's no cut in the corner. There's no magic bullet. There's no cheat sheet. It's really simple, as complex as it may sound. Hard work. Work hard. Believe in yourself. They tell me all the time, you're so lucky, Chico. I say, man, you know what's funny? Harder I work, luckier I get.
You can love someone and still choose to say goodbye to them. You can miss a person every day and still be glad that they're no longer in your life. I think that for a lot of people, that's a contradiction, that if you love, then you're supposed to put up with it no matter what. You can't also be glad that they're gone. But, I mean, I think there's such power and wisdom in that.
Are you at peace when you don't get what you want? Nigga, that's a question. Is that a question? Are you at peace when you don't get what you want? I am. I was out there fishing. I ain't catching nothing. Still out there peaceful, joy, love, laughter, fun. I love life, man. Right. Yeah, so that's a heck of a question.
You might never fail on the scale I did, but some failure in life is inevitable. It is impossible to live without failing at something, unless you live so cautiously that you might as well not have lived at all, in which case you fail by default.
My grandmother once told me that the true measure of friendship isn't how you feel about someone else. It's about how they make you feel about yourself.
People that you spend time with are gonna make or break your dreams. Everybody don't deserve to be around you. You gotta defend your light with your life. So who are the people in your life that are fanning your flame?
The version of me that used to beg to be treated correctly is gone. She is never coming back. So if you show up to the table without anything to offer, if you show up to the table with behavior that has not changed, if you show up to the table with empty promises, then you are no longer welcome to the table. Please leave. I no longer beg for the bare minimum. If you can't give me the bare minimum, then I refuse to give you any of my energy. Life is too short.
Ow, crap. I hate this.
Running is terrible. Everything is the worst. Oh my God. Oh my God.
It gets easier.
Huh?
Every day it gets a little easier.
Yeah?
But you gotta do it every day. That's the hard part. But it does get easier.
Choose you first. Choose you. Do not stay in a relationship and suffer in silence. Either you grow together or you grow apart. And that doesn't make you a bad person or the person you with a bad person. But you have to choose you. If you don't love yourself, you can never love anyone else because you don't love yourself. So the person that you with is just a band-aid to cover up what's going on with you internally. Until you figure those things out, that's the most painful thing, is being alone.
That you get 84,600 seconds a day. Imagine if you wake up every day with $84,600 in your bank account. And every day, at the end of the night, it's gone, whether you wasted it or not, and then the next day you get another $84,600. You would do everything in your power to spend it, because you know the next day you're getting $84,600. You don't want to leave nothing there. You'd make the best of it, right? You get 84,600 seconds. Why waste time? It doesn't carry over to the next day. It doesn't earn interest. Take every day and every moment and make something of it. Make something positive.
I think life is precious because you can't watch it again. I mean, you can believe in an afterlife if that makes you feel better. Doesn't mean it's true. But once you realize you're not going to be around forever, I think that's what makes life so magical. One day you'll eat your last meal, smell your last flower, hug your friend for the very last time. You might not know it's the last time. So that's why you should do everything you love with passion.
6 things I wish I knew earlier. 1. Being alone doesn't make you lonely. Being surrounded by the wrong people does. 2. You cannot heal in the same environment that hurts you. 3. Never ignore the red flags just to see the good in people. 4. Their behavior and the way they act sometimes is the answer. 5. The grass isn't greener somewhere else. The grass is green where you water it. 6. If you're a giver, know your limit. Because takers don't. They just keep on taking.
One quality you want a man to have. Does he do what he says he's going to do? Because suppose it is the one occasion where you really need him. And it's just one of them occasions where he just ain't coming. Women today have lesser choices. It's really not the women's fault. They're just dealing with the residue for so many fatherless homes. Oh man, it's 50-50. It ain't 50-50. If you're married, it's 85-15. The woman get 85, you get 15. It requires a woman more money to dress, to take care of herself, to run the household. You're not really good at running a household. A woman knows virtually everything to really run that empire. I'm doing what I do. I protect, provide, and profess. The 3 P's that a man show love. So if you're not providing for your woman, you're not protecting her, and you're not professing your love for her, what you doing? And until we start teaching this to the younger generation, they actually think that a girl supposed to pay for something.
Soulmates do exist. They're not found. They're made. People meet, they get a good feeling, and then they get to work building a relationship.
Do we cheat for the same reason, men and women?
First of all, let's be very clear. Men practically throughout history had a license to cheat. You know, and they had all kinds of theories that came to justify that they are natural roamers, you know. So we have all these evolutionary theories and biological theories to explain why men are not by nature monogamous, whereas women are these domesticated creatures. We don't know what women would do if they were given the permission to do the same without the consequences that they face, which are very different than the one of men. What we know is that men and women lie. Men lie by exaggerating and by boasting and by inflating, and women lie by denying and by minimizing, because that is what is expected from them culturally worldwide. I think
very interesting.
I didn't think I would be clapped, but...
Focus is too critical for me not to guard it. You have an alarm on your house because you love it. You have an alarm on your car because you love it. You have alarm notifications set up on your online banking. So if anybody tries fraud, you get notified. But yet you leave your focus unguarded. See, you ain't got to have nothing to be around me, but you at least got to be focused on something to be around me. Because distracted people do what? Distract people. If I don't call you back, I'm guarding my focus. If I don't come around, I'm guarding my school. You are here because I've given you an opportunity.
Why is it your school? Huh? Why am I always in the wrong? Why do I have to listen to you when you have zero to say? Because I'm young? All my life I've been young, so I never get a turn. This school is lost. If you ask me, you're lost. Everybody talks to me like I'm the one. You know, I should change. Why should I change? I've never even got to find out who I am, and you want me to change. That's crazy.
Je me soumets pas en fait à l'homme, tout simplement. Et non, je me soumets pas. Non, c'est hors de question. Moi, je pense comme un homme, j'agis comme une femme et je travaille comme une bosse. Voilà.
You lose friends. Well, you're going to lose the friends who don't want the best for you. Those the friends you want in 10 years? I mean, you lose friends. Well, maybe you gain new friends. Maybe you gain better friends. Or maybe, miracle of miracles, your friends pick up their mess too and move forward. Maybe not, and I'm not naively optimistic about such things, but you have to contemplate the price you pay for inaction.
You want to kill a big dream? Tell it to a small-minded person. God has shown you some amazing stuff in your life that you thought was brilliant. Then you took it to your friends in your family, and you shared it with them, and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they couldn't see it? Because God didn't show it to them. He showed it to you.
Damn, Ron, come on! What's the matter with you? Tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow.
Devil, victory belongs to me. Before Jesus gave his life on the cross for my sins, he said, it is finished. That means it's already done. Your time's up. It's been cut short. You have no hold on me. You have no hold on my family. And I declare and decree, I'm going to be everything God said I'd be. I declare and decree, I'm ordained. I'm sanctified. God set me apart. He knows the very number of hairs on my head. So therefore, he's invested in me. He loves me more than you could ever imagine. So he won't let me fail. He won't let me down. When I fall, he'll pick me up and he'll push me forward, and he's going to see that I do everything he called me to do. I will succeed this year. Everything my hand touches this year shall prosper. I take dominion over my year now, and I declare it's going to be fruitful. Everything God called me to do, I'm going to do. I don't care if I was afraid back then. I don't care if I wasn't walking by faith back then. I am now, and I declare I'm going to do everything God said I would do. I'm going to be who he said I'd be. I'm going to touch the people who he said I would touch. And I don't care what situation stands in front of me. I don't care about any obstacle. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm created in his likeness and image. Therefore, everything I say shall come to pass, and God is going to get the glory.
Don't call this number anymore, 'cause I won't be there for you like I was before.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun, weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me, together we are going.
Satan, do not remind me of my past anymore. I'm not that person no more. So you can bring the same influences, but I'm acting different this time. The Bible says when I accepted Christ, I became a new creation. Old things passed away and all things became new. So I am who God says I am. I've been washed clean. I've been washed with the blood of Jesus, redeemed. Now I'm living for Him, and I'm going to live the right way this time. Devil, you can't have my year. This is my year to shine. I'm about to be everything God called me to be. You can't have my dreams no more. The dreams you stole from me last year, they come into pass this year. God has given me all power and authority over you. So I don't care what you call me no more. I don't care what you say about me no more. I am who God says I am. I'm going to do what God says I'll do. I'm going to be who God says I'll be. And I'm going to do it with joy. I'm getting my joy back this year. I'm going to have finances this year. I'm going to bless people this year. I'm going to love people this year. And my dreams are going to come to pass. And this year I'm going to grind in silence. I'm going to do the work. You're going to see it. But I'm going to be quiet about it and give God the glory. Devil, victory belongs to me. Before Jesus gave his life on the cross for my sins, he said, it is finished. That means it's already done. Your time's up. It's been cut short. You have no hold on me. You have no hold on my family. And I declare and decree, I'm going to be everything God said I'd be. I declare and decree, I'm ordained. I'm sanctified. God set me apart. He knows the very number of hairs on my head. So therefore, he's invested in me. He loves me more than you could ever imagine. So he won't let me fail. He won't let me down. When I fall, he'll pick me up and he'll push me forward, and he's going to see that I do everything he called me to do. I will succeed this year. Everything my hand touches this year shall prosper. I take dominion over my year now, and I declare it's going to be fruitful. Everything God called me to do, I'm going to do. I don't care if I was afraid back then. I don't care if I wasn't walking by faith back then. I am now, and I declare I'm going to do everything God said I would do. I'm going to be who he said I'd be. I'm going to touch the people who he said I would touch. And I don't care what situation stands in front of me. I don't care about any obstacle. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm created in his likeness and image. Therefore, everything I say shall come to pass, and God is going to get the glory. Nothing will stop me from doing everything God called me to do this year. I declare the victory over my year in Jesus Christ's name. I'm going to do everything God called me to do. I'm going to be the person God called me to be, because I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So devil, you're a liar. I bind you up in Jesus Christ's name. I bind up every hindrance, every delay that would stop me from fulfilling the call of God upon my life. Everything can I do. I'm able because I'm more than a conqueror through Christ Jesus. He's put everything in me to accomplish my dreams. He's put everything in me to accomplish my goals. So my vision shall come to pass, and God will get the glory. People are going to see the glory of God on my life this year. God has a plan for my life, and though sometimes it looks fuzzy, God is never confused about the outcome. He sits up high, looks down low. He knows the end from the beginning. So that circumstance that's in front of me, God knew about it, and he has a plan for it. That situation that's in front of me, God knew about it, and he has the answer. He already knows what's going to come, and he's provided provision for me. I will be everything he said I would be. I am who he says I am. You know exactly what God told you to do. Stop tripping. Stop asking all these questions. Stop saying what if or what's going to happen. Move and do what he said to do.
When I was at my lowest, God picked me up. When I was in the middle of the addiction, God met me there. He met me right there when I was doing the drugs, when I was behind bars in my mind, when I was frustrated, when I was angry with the world. God met me right there. He wrapped his arms around me. He reminded me that he made me, that he loved me. He reminded me that he had a plan for my life. He showed me that he created me for a purpose, so I refuse to give up on God, because he ain't never gave up on me. When I didn't know how I was going to make it, he showed me there was a way out. When I didn't know how I was going to get to the next day, God showed me that I had purpose, so I refuse to give up on God. He loves me. so much that he gave his only son so that I wouldn't have to go to hell. But even though I'm a sinner, even though I sin and I fall far short of the glory of God, oh, he loved me so much that he gave his only son so that I'd be saved.
I'm gonna be the first to say, I ain't for everybody. I know my personality is a bit different, so I might rub people the wrong way, catch people off guard, but look, if you ain't feeling me, there's the door. You can beat it. I ain't for everybody, and you might not be for me.
You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful.
Sun don't stop for nobody, man. Sun don't fucking stop. Sun gonna be up in the morning regardless. That sun is gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I fucking feel and how depressed I am. The sun is gonna fucking shine in the morning. And at nighttime, the moon gonna be there. And you gonna look up, these days gonna keep going by. So then you let the days go by and look up and you done wasted a year doing what?
You're no failure. You're not trash. You're not cold. You're not a bitch. You're not ugly. You're not disgusting. You're not a slut. You're not dirty. You're not spoiled. You're not a monster. You deserve to be loved and touched and felt. You deserve to be free. I want out. I want out. Forgive yourself at least. Forgive yourself at least. Because I forgive you. I forgive you. I forgive you! 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 I forgive you!
I hope you're dancing in the sky, and I hope you're singing in the angels' choir.
Focus is too critical for me not to guard it. You have an alarm on your house because you love it. You have an alarm on your car because you love it. You have alarm notifications set up on your online banking, so if anybody tries fraud, you get notified.
Right.
But yet, you leave your focus unguarded. See, you ain't got to have nothing to be around me, but you at least got to be focused on something to be around me. Because distracted people do what? Distract people. If I don't call you back, I'm guarding my focus.
Yes,
if I don't come around, I'm guarding my focus.
There is a difference between passion and obsession. When you're passionate, everybody cheers you on. They're stoked for you. Oh, you found your passion? Awesome. Follow your passion. Live with passion. Be passionate. Chase your passions. Everything. Like passion, 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 passion. Passion's good. Like the world's gonna be like, yay, passion. When you're obsessed, they're like, why you gotta be so crazy? Why do you always gotta get things so perfect? Why do you spend so much time here? When you're obsessed, people think you're nuts. If no one thinks you're crazy, you're not yet operating to the outer limits of your potential.
You can wish for it, you can hope for it, you can think all about it all as long as you want. But unless you get out every single motherfucking day and put in the work inch by motherfucking inch, you will never get there. So I want you to think about that moving into 2022. And I want you to take the word hope and I want you to throw it on the motherfucking ground and I want you to replace it with the word I will fucking do in 2022 because that's the only chance you got.
I'm alone and look at me. There's nobody around me. Nobody likes me, man. It is what it is. Sometimes in life, people are not gonna be around you to motivate you. They're not gonna be around you to push you, to celebrate you, to applaud you. You gotta do it on your own. That's what I'm doing right now.
When you come out of the storm, you won't be the same person that walked into it. That's what the storm is all about. When you can't control what's happening to you, control how you respond to it. That's where your power is.
ain't really about, I know it's deep, but the more you work on yourself, the deeper you gonna go. I'm not trying to get to the Grand Canyon in one day. It's a journey, not a destination, you know? Healing ain't a switch that you just click on and off. It's something that you have to continuously do for the rest of your life.
Telling your visions to other people, because they're not going to see it. Why you think you keep imagining opening a business? Why you keep imagining graduating, getting a better job? Why do you keep imagining buying a house? Why do you keep imagining driving a really nice car? Why do you keep imagining getting rich one day? Why do you keep imagining that? Because God is talking to you. He's showing you something that he has for you. If you take an oak tree seed and you put it in a 2-foot pot, that seed will never become the oak tree that oak trees are capable of becoming, because it's gonna get stifled by the 2-foot pot. Now check this out, ain't nothing wrong with the seed. The seed just fell prey to the environment. You are a seed from God. God made you in his likeness. He big, he vast. Don't you allow your environment to dictate the oak tree that you become.
Just be the #1, believe in yourself. Don't let anyone doubt you. And the more that you show you got belief in yourself, the more the support gonna come along. You just gotta be focused on you. And like I say, grind out to your dreams to the fullest extent.
You say, I gotta go work out, I gotta go to work, I gotta do this. You add negative connotations and energy to that situation. But when you look at it like, I get to go work out, I get to come on the Kevin Gates helpline, and you look at it like an opportunity, and then you start tapping into the manifestation of abundance. Like, possibilities endless. So just me being positive and putting my best foot forward with everything I do, I get to do this. I get to instead of I got to. It's really a game changer. Protecting your energy is not a crime. Like my little brother know, if I go in a restaurant, do I like this environment? Do I feel good in this environment? No, I'm going to tip the waiter and leave. Hey, forgive me for wasting your time. Because I'm not going to let you waste mine. I'm going where I'm celebrated, never where I'm tolerated.
Everything that's in your imagination, God gonna make it come true for you. You just got to believe that. God make dreams come true. He take poor kids with speech impediments and put them all over TV. He take drug dealers and turn them into doctors. If God can do that for me, explain to me how he can't do it for you. You just got to believe, man. Don't ever give up. And keep believing, because God is real. Don't you listen to nobody telling you God ain't real. They done lost their ever-loving mind. God is more real than anybody I know. If it wasn't for God, I wouldn't even be here today.
Don't you give up on your dream. I don't care if you don't have the money, you don't have the help, and you don't have the family for it, and you don't have the background for it, and you don't have the friends for it. Don't you give up on your dream. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
No matter what's going on in your life, it's not permanent. Everything is going to change. So there's two things you can do with change. You can react to it or you can participate in it. It's going to change anyway. So if you keep waiting around, you're going to have to react to the change. And now you're behind. But if you participate in the change, if you know the job you have is not going to last forever. I'm just telling you. COVID proved that already. Where you go to work at every day, that's going to change. COVID proved that already. Your best laid plans has changed. So what you got to start doing is you got to start anticipating that it's going to change and just start living your life with the preparation for change.
Stay focused. Don't listen to nobody. What's on your mind, just do it. Because what's destined for you, you gonna get it.
Is the king of the jungle. How can he be the king of the jungle? If he's not the biggest, the elephant is probably one of the biggest. He can't be the fastest because that's a cheetah. He can't be the smartest. So he's not the biggest, the fastest, or the smartest. So how does a lion become the king of the jungle? His mentality. That's the only difference of a lion and an elephant. When a lion walks up and sees an elephant, he thinks lunch. An elephant thinks run. And it's all mentality. Because when a male lion walks up, he may be outnumbered by a pack of hyenas, but I'm king of my jungle.
Small minds discuss other people, gossip. Good minds discuss events. Great minds discuss ideas.
Practice and practice and practice. Practice makes what? Absolutely not. Dismantle that belief system. Practice makes improvement. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do. And so all you're looking for are new breakthroughs through practice and practice and practice. You'll get better and better and better.
You don't have to go get a degree if you're not a degree person. Now, if you want to be a doctor, scientist, or lawyer, you got to get a degree. But if you're not that person, you can still make it. Quit tripping because you don't have what he got. You ain't finna be what he is. God made you different. Just go be different. You get paid to be different. People pay you to be different. Weird people make money. Regular people don't make money. Regular people make regular money. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail. You will fail in your comfort zone. Success is not a comfortable procedure. It is a very uncomfortable thing to attempt. So you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable if you ever want to be successful person. But you hang on to the anger, the pain, and the hurt, and you say you forgave the person, then you don't understand what forgiveness really is. Forgiveness is not for the other person. It's for you. Most people never get out the stands and get in the game. They stay fans their whole life. So I tell everybody, get out the stands and get in the game. Get in the game of life and leave your mark. Everybody has a turn back moment. You have a moment where you could go forward or you can give up. But the thing you have to keep in mind before you give up is that if you give up, the guarantee is it will never happen. That's the guarantee of quitting, that it will never happen, no way under the sun. The only way the possibility remains that it can happen is if you never give up, no matter what. You feel like giving up, don't. When you thinking about giving up, don't. When it look like you ain't gonna make it, keep going. When they tell you you can't, come on, man, who are they? When they tell you to put all your stuff back on your desk, don't do that, man. Don't do that. When they tell you you're not funny, you're not gonna make it, don't believe them. You got to be relentless.
You don't trust that someone's never going to betray you. You just trust that you'll be able to handle it if they do, that you'll be able to walk away. That's a massive key to it. Stop worrying about whether you can trust someone else. Maybe you can't. We don't know that. Only time will tell if you can trust somebody else. That is a pointless waste of your energy to worry about. Worry only about yourself.
It takes courage to be exceptional. It takes courage to be wise. It takes courage to be rich. It takes courage to be educated. It takes courage to be knowledgeable. Because the moment you do, but you don't talk like, oh, you forgot where you came from. Look at you, it takes courage. And I'm just wondering, in this weak, watered down, mediocre society that we live in today, in this reality TV world we live in today, I'm wondering if there's anybody left that's got the courage to say, after all I've been through, and all my ancestors have been through, and all my parents have been through, I didn't come through all of that just to fit in with normalcy. I have the courage to go after my dream and stand for the Lord. Is there a woman left in this entire Coliseum that's got some courage? A permanent decision over a temporary circumstance. If you don't like where you're at, don't worry about it. It's just a step. You don't like how you feel right now? Stop crying. It's just a step. You can't judge your life by where you are in this moment. Do you not know that where you are will pass? What you're worried about will pass? Don't you understand that one day you're going to look back and laugh at the thing that kept you up all night? Don't you understand that it's not nearly as major as you thought it was? You can live without your house. You can live without your car. You can live without your friend. You can live without your husband. You can live without your wife. I don't care whether it's sunshine or rain, pleasure or pain. When you get up in the morning, put your pants on and press. Anybody who left you is going to miss it. They're going to miss it. They're going to miss the greatest part of you, the greatest part of your destiny, the greatest part of your creativity. It took everything you went through yesterday to get you ready for what you are about to do today. You are standing on the verge of a great awakening, or you wouldn't be here. There's something that you could do, that you could think in your life that would radically change your life. Somebody could take the hand you've been dealt and win with it. Same circumstances, same ideas. They would do it through what they thought about your life. But we don't need somebody, because we got you. We got you. You're the one. You are the one.
Things we get every day, that's a chance and a choice. Let's put more value on the choices that we make, because our choices are what determine our destination.
You can't make people do right by you, but you can decide how often you let them do you wrong, and you keep letting them do you wrong. You feel horrible. You are never secure, you're never happy, and you continue to choose it because you're too afraid to take that move. But if you're afraid you'll never get another dude, isn't it better to be happy and whole and feel good about yourself by yourself than it is to feel low and degraded and unloved with another dude? You can't make people do right by you, but you can decide.
Okay, here's the deal. If you want to be successful, here's the thing you have to do. You have to jump. Every successful person has jumped. You got to jump. You got to take a leap of faith. You got to dash off that cliff, and you got to jump out there as far as you can. Now here's the problem. Here's the problem, my friends. When you jump, I can assure you one thing. You listening? I promise you this. Your parachute will not open right away. That's the fear part. I promise you, your parachute will not open right away. You're gonna hit them sides and them rocks. You're gonna tear your back out on them cliffs. You're gonna cut yourself. You're gonna get wounded. You're gonna get some tears and stuff like that. But eventually, the parachute will open.
Tout seul, ça me dérange pas. Je sais au moins que je peux me faire confiance. Tu traînes avec les gens ils sont avec toi jusqu'au jour où t'as plus rien. Quand t'as plus rien, ils sont plus avec toi.
One of the most important lessons in life is to remember to have an attitude of gratitude, of humility. Understand where the gift comes from. It's not mine, it's been given to me by the grace of God. Use what I have, use what you have to help others. You know, on your last day, you can't take it with you. Yes. But you can leave it here.
C'est pas parce qu'une fois on a subi une défaite ou un échec ou un abandon que toute notre vie elle se résume à ça. Bien au contraire. Tu m'as abandonné, vous m'avez abandonné, je vais être 2 fois plus fort. Parce que moi là-dedans je suis prêt. 2 fois plus fort et je vais rebondir. Et après c'est vous qui allez avancer là-dessus. C'est clair? Oui.
Thank you, D. Denzel said to me a few minutes ago, he said, at your highest moment, be careful, that's when the devil comes for you.
Thirst for success and how far I want to take this, how far will it go where I'm still, ooh, I want more. Because it's never enough. It always normalizes for you. That's why it's important to me to take those moments where you're like, damn, I achieved a lot of what I wanted to achieve.
Expecting people to do what you would do in a situation only leads to your disappointment, not theirs. They're going on with their life. So let people be who they are, and either you accept it or you don't.
I'm a man of great morals and I'm a man of great principles. I never read it on nobody. And that's when I could look in the mirror and look at myself and say, you know what, Kevin, I fuck with you. You know, I always stood tall, win, lose, or maybe. My grandfather taught me that you not fighting to win. Every time you fight, make sure you die. You going in there to die. You going in there to get your point across. Because your children got to live up under your name. What kind of name you want for yourself?
I'm sagging my pants and I got a few bodies up under my belt. Oh, bitch, I'm a big gangster. I turn around with this foreign love. Cocaine, a slang, 100 of them just.
You ever went to sleep and woke up tired? Right. I mean, the mind was never quiet. The mind never received true rest. And I ain't trying to sound like no philosopher, no prophet or nothing, but I'm not happy, but I am at peace right now. I'm talking about pure peace.
People need to stop being overly patient. I learned a lot of lessons sitting by myself. And if people didn't leave me to sit by myself, I might not have never learned those lessons. Right.
When the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. When the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right. When the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. When the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right.
I used to deal with that. I still deal with that. I don't talk to a lot of people because a lot of people don't understand where I'm trying to get, where I'm trying to go, or what I'm trying to even explain. It gets as simple as people not understanding what you're trying to explain. So you just don't talk to nobody.
It's about love. It's about forgiveness. It's about second chances. Where the second chance part you think came from? You gotta forgive, man. Love and forgiveness is still the most powerful thing in the earth.
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me and I keep forgiving.
I spent 5 years in the juvenile system, 20 years in the penitentiary. I'm 42 years old. I spent most of my time on this planet in a cell. So I'm just sprinkling the game with y'all. Some of y'all gonna get it, and I know some of y'all wanna change, but the environment don't allow you. Y'all ain't got the shot. You just don't have the finances to really move outside of the poverty and the conditions that we boxed the fuck into. If you could think, man, don't never lose your imagination, because you're gonna be able to see farther in the neighborhood.
You said you were afraid to lose me. I guess you faced your fears, because you got up and left like you were never afraid to lose me. And that broke my heart more than you could ever imagine.
But quit tripping during the process. Oh Lord, why me? You ain't the only one. Oh Lord, why me? You ain't the only one. Oh Lord, why I lose my job? You ain't the only one unemployed. Oh Lord, why he leave me? You ain't the first chick got left. This might not even be your last time getting left. Pull yourself together and quit tripping, because you in the process. God is processing you. He ain't through with you. If he was through with you, you would not wake up in the morning.
Anybody that's had to go look yourself in the mirror with tears in your eyes and say you're still gonna make it. You're still gonna make it. I don't know when. I don't know where. I don't know how. I know you're gonna make it. 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 You're hurting, but you're gonna make it. You're lonely, but you're gonna make it. You're broke, but you're gonna make it. You're disturbed, but you're gonna make it.
Somebody taught this to me a long time ago. He said, Steve, in order to get to the life of your dreams, you're gonna have to learn how to get comfortable being uncomfortable. When you hear people say all the time, I don't wanna do nothing that I'm not comfortable with, this person's in trouble. Because whatever your comfort zone is, if you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you'll fail. All you got to do is start changing the way you think. It's as simple as, it's not a magic trick. You can protect yourself from negativity. And that's what stops most people, negative thoughts. You can coat your mind from negativity. It's a real simple exercise to do. I do it every morning before I walk out the door. So I walk out as a positive person. You know, I get tired sometimes. That's different from being negative, because I get mentally drained from my job at times. But to coat your mind from negativity, the way you can put a coating around your mind is with one simple thing, gratitude. But the fact that you can walk, that's a blessing. The fact that you woke up, that's another blessing. The fact that you can see, think, reason, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go somewhere and get yourself something to eat, that's another blessing. The fact that you can go and turn the key and call someplace home, that's another.
So no matter what you're feeling, the highest high on your wedding day or the lowest low when you've lost a loved one, that emotion will not stay. So never make a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion. Some of you are feeling like giving up your life right now. Don't do it. Okay, just don't do it. We need you here. You are loved, you're wanted, you're needed.
Imagine you're on your deathbed, and standing around your deathbed are the ghosts representing your unfulfilled potential. The ghost of the ideas you never acted on, the ghost of the talents you didn't use. And they're standing around your bed, angry, disappointed, and upset. They say, we came to you because you could have brought us to life, they say. And now we have to go to the grave together. So I ask you today, how many ghosts are going to be around your bed when your time comes?
Protecting your energy is not a crime. Like my little brother know, if I go in a restaurant now, do I like this environment? Do I feel good in this environment? No, I'm gonna tip the waiter and leave. Hey, forgive me for wasting your time. Because I'm not going to let you waste mine. I'm going where I'm celebrated, never where I'm tolerated.
I prayed this morning to be a better listener. Didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And it's lonely up there.
Yeah.
You know, people don't know that side of it.
Crazy about this is if you're a spiritual person, you ain't missing this. You just got to see how it all come together. You have no idea who God made you to be, but you got to hang in there to find out. You can't give up. It's at your darkest moments he show up. He show up, he be shining, man.
Vous croyez que je ne sais pas que la vie est dure? Évidemment que la vie est dure. Le chômage, c'est terrible. Les chagrins d'amour, c'est pénible. La maladie, c'est terrible. La mort de ceux qu'on aime, c'est terrible. Et il y a une phrase de Goethe qui est admirable. Quelle qu'elle soit, la vie est belle. Quelle qu'elle soit. Naturellement, je sais bien qu'elle est dure, cruelle. Et je sais bien qu'elle finit par la mort. Mais c'est un bonheur.
Leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. Didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope.
Yeah.
And it's lonely up there.
Laissez partir les gens qui veulent partir de votre vie. Que ce soit des amis, que ce soit des proches, que ce soit, bref, 1001 personnes. Et on est là, ne me laisse pas, ne m'abandonne pas, laisse-moi ton amitié, tu l'appelles, mais non, j'ai besoin de toi. Moi, dans ma vie, tu fais partie de mon avenir, tu fais partie de mon futur. Et t'es là, tu es à genoux, t'es en train de mendier l'amour des gens. J'aimerais te dire, prends la résolution en 2022, laisse partir ceux qui doivent partir. Ils ne font pas partie de ton destin.
Laissez partir. Toute ma vie et du jour au lendemain par question d'ego ou par truc, ces personnes m'ont montré qu'ils m'aimaient pas tout simplement. Et j'ai mis du temps à m'en remettre, ça a été récent parce que je suis un mec qui, quand il aime, je donne tout et parce que c'est soit tout soit rien.
J'ai compris assez vite, je vous assure, que vouloir être heureux seul est une folie. Vous avez le droit d'être heureux. Vous avez le droit d'être heureux. Mais il vaut mieux que les autres le soient aussi. Il y a des gens que je méprise beaucoup. C'est ceux qui sont indulgents avec eux-mêmes et cruels avec les autres. Il y a des gens que j'admire plus que tout. C'est ceux qui sont durs avec eux-mêmes et doux avec les autres.
Pour atteindre la vraie joie, il faut passer par la souffrance et même par l'expérience des douleurs extrêmes. Sinon, ce n'est pas de la vraie joie, c'est une joie factice. La vraie joie, c'est lorsqu'on a traversé, a touché le fond, a touché les abîmes. Et au-delà, il y a cette reconnaissance, cette gratitude envers la vie. Et là, ça, c'est la vraie joie.
En fait, il y a deux types de personnes. Celles qui te poussent au meilleur et celles qui jalousent quand tu deviens meilleur. Parce que t'es devenu meilleur qu'eux. Pas forcément parce que t'as réussi ou parce que... Non, parce que tu t'es mis des objectifs et tu les as atteints. Et peut-être que des gens, ils ont des objectifs et ils n'arrivent pas à les atteindre. Et du coup, tu vois, ça leur va pas.
Il vaut mieux être craint ou être aimé?
Bonne question. Les deux, c'est bien mieux, mais c'est très difficile. Moi, si j'avais le choix, je préférerais qu'on me craigne. La peur, c'est plus solide que l'amour. Une amitié peut toujours se vendre ou s'acheter. Tu vois bien, si je fais une blague, tout le monde se marre sans hésiter. Je suis amusant, mais pas à ce point. Ils rigolent parce qu'ils ont peur de moi. Mais il faut pas te faire détester. C'est pour ça que je les traite bien. Mais pas trop bien. Si je leur donnais trop, ils auraient plus besoin de moi. Je leur donne ce qu'il faut pour qu'ils aient besoin de moi et qu'ils me détestent pas. N'oublie jamais cette leçon.
Ne sois pas sûr de toi comme ça, petit, même si t'es le meilleur. N'attire jamais l'attention sur toi, c'est une erreur, mon ami. Il faut que tu apprennes à te faire humble. Le mec inoffensif, que personne ne regarde.
Il faut toujours lutter dans la vie. Et mon expérience de très vieille femme, c'est quand on s'acharne, on est toujours vainqueur. Mais il faut s'acharner, aller jusqu'au bout, du bout, continuer, jusqu'à ce qu'on transforme quelque chose. On ne transforme pas le monde, mais on doit transformer quelque chose dans le monde. Chaque être humain doit le faire.
C'est trop tard pour les gens. Quand ils ouvriront les yeux, ils verront qu'il n'y en a jamais 4-5 des comme nous.
Où s'arrête votre pardon?
Je n'ai pas le pardon très facile en réalité. Je suis assez rancunier. Je pense que quelqu'un qui n'est plus votre ami ne l'a jamais été. J'ai un sens fort de l'amitié. Et quand je me sens trahi en amitié, je pardonne pas.
Il faut que tu t'obstines, il faut que tu creuses, mais il faut que tu sois capable de voir quand tu creuses dans la mauvaise direction. C'est bien la persévérance. C'est bien de s'obstiner, d'écouter les feedbacks, les conseils. Mais il y a des feedbacks, il ne faut pas les prendre. La vraie subtilité, c'est de réussir à voir, ok, ça c'est des feedbacks, ça c'est de la critique méchante juste pour me faire du mal, ça c'est de la critique gentille, c'est bien, ça me touche, merci, mais ça ne me construit pas, ça c'est de la critique négative basée sur la factualité. Ce sont tes vraies erreurs, ce sont tes vrais points d'amélioration.
Ne laisse jamais personne te dire que tu n'es pas capable. Même pas moi. Compris?
Compris.
Si tu as un rêve, tu dois le protéger. Tu verras que les gens incapables d'y arriver feront tout pour te décourager.
Je vais te dire un truc que tu sais déjà. Le soleil, les arcs-en-ciel, c'est pas le monde. Il y a de vraies tempêtes, de lourdes épreuves. Aussi grand et fort que tu sois, la vie te mettra à genoux et te laissera comme ça en permanence si tu la laisses faire. Toi, moi, n'importe qui. Personne ne frappe aussi fort que la vie. C'est pas d'être un bon cogneur qui compte. L'important, c'est de se faire cogner et d'aller quand même de l'avant. C'est de pouvoir encaisser sans jamais flancher. C'est comme ça qu'on gagne.
Bien sûr, quand on veut réussir quelque chose, on a tous les résultats en tête. Il faut que tu aies tes résultats en tête. Mais si tu penses qu'aux résultats et que tu oublies qu'il y a des facteurs incontrôlables, tu vas faire appel à deux ennemis de la productivité qui sont le stress et la frustration.
Before I got married, what I ate was microwavable foods because I was single and I couldn't cook. The problem with microwavable foods is that after you cook it, you stick a fork in, the middle is still cold. The reason why grandmama's cooking was so good because she didn't cook Sunday dinner, Sunday evening, she started Saturday night. And she let it marinate overnight. That's why it was so good. The reason why your gift is not like all these other gifts that are so microwavable is because God's put something in you that is too great. And you gotta know that what's inside of you is so great that it's taking a little bit longer because God did not call you to be microwavable. He wants you to know that what's inside of you is like grandmama's greens. So don't give up. Your time is coming.